All the jumps out in the way.
It'll be all right.
Just don't fall. Ooh.
So welcome back, guys. You see we've got a little swarm in a tree that we're going to try to get out today. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to wet them down with this sugar water solution. And that'll do a couple of things. It will give them something to snack on, and it'll keep them from flying quite as much because it'll wet their wings down. And it won't prevent them from flying, but it'll certainly help a lot. And then we'll just try to shake them off into a little container. A pretty decent sized swarm, maybe a football and a half. And what I'm going to try to do is just get my bucket or my box up under these bees and jar the limb real good, and I believe that that'll get them in there. So there's quite a few still flying. I don't know if they are deciding right now to go to a new spot, or if that's just stragglers or scouts looking for a new home. But I want to go ahead and get them before they do decide to leave. And we'll take these home and put them in a hive and give them all they need to live on their own. Let me see if I can get the back of these as well. So guys, I'm just going to mount the camera right here. There's no way for me to get up there and hold the camera at the same time. So y'all just use your imaginations and pretend that you're close up. Yeah, maybe.
I might need it to swap these in.
If I jump, you just run, okay? Alright.
I got a good grip on the ladder, so
Okay.
I think I can pretty much reach where you're at. When you hit that limb, they just fall off.
They'll just fall in the bucket. There's a big old wad.
I got you.
I got it, Steve. I'm just kind of...
Yeah, let's get a chainsaw. That'll really them off.
Let's make some racket. Yeah, that didn't work at all. Stinging? Not yet. Try to hang out here until they come back, because I lost a lot of them doing that.
They're going back, ain't they?
They'll go back. The queen's in here somewhere, so they'll go back.
You cut them ends off, I think.
I think I will do that. Guys, it was just a little bit messy, but we did get them. That limb jerked right when I got it cut through, and there's still some flying around. Hopefully they'll actually see. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'll try to get closer, but there's quite a few still up there pitching back in that tree, so that's good. We can get those as well.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, good. All right, so what we'll try to do is we'll just try to put this in here real gently and cut the limbs off, and that should prevent us from losing a whole lot more of these. You got the lid. Good, look at that. Right in the box. Good chance that if we left them open, they would eventually find the queen, smell the queen, and go in there by themselves. But I think I'll just try to get the wad that's up there, and we'll go from there. All right, no stings yet.
They may have named.
If you keep harassing them like this in a swarm, they will end up turning on you.
I don't want to be out here with them.
There we go, guys. We got them. Pretty decent swarm. Now we just need to get home and put them in a proper hive and we should be okay. All right, guys, so we are back at the house, back in the apiary here at home, and I've got the ladder there so I can use it as a tripod for the GoPro. But I'll show you what I've done here. I've prepared a hive for them, and you can see we've got the front entrance plugged up with grass. We've got a Boardman feeder on the outside, and what I have done here is I've gone into a few other hives, or 2 other hives rather, and I've robbed some stuff out of those hives. This is capped brood. You can see that is pretty mature capped brood. We've got some bees already coming out. We've got some open brood, which includes some eggs in places. So if they do not have a queen, which I think that they do, they'll be able to make one. And also that brood will give them some incentive to stick around and have something to raise. But we've got this one. Let me see here. We have got this frame, which has some drone brood and some stores, some honey. Some of this is probably sugar syrup from where I've been feeding. We've got some worker brood, and on the back we have got some pollen, which will be very helpful for them, and just some more brood and stores and so forth. And we've got one more over here, which has a good amount of honey in it. So some good stores, a little bit of pollen in there for them, and yeah, we should be good here. This is going to give them a lot of incentive to stick around. Put these back in and see if we can get these bees rehived. I use all medium frames on my boxes. Sorry, all medium boxes, and that's just really for the sake of uniformity and interchangeable, for things to be interchangeable. So you see we've got 2 medium boxes. That is about the capacity of one, probably 1.5 deeps would be my guess. And yeah, that's just kind of how I do it. We've got our bees here in our box. We'll give them a good squirt of sugar syrup, sugar water, so a lot of them don't fly away, and see if we can get them in here. So I'll set the camera up over here on this ladder, and we'll get to it. So what we'll do is we'll just bump them just to make sure all of these bees are down kind of in the bottom of this box. Hope y'all can see this. So we'll do that to get them down. Then we'll give them a good spray to keep those wings wet. And these bees that are flying around that you see, they should come back to this box, no problem. They did travel very well. As you can see, this box has holes drilled into the side for ventilation, and they did travel pretty well. I would say that's probably a good package of bees. That would be my guess. Some of these are not the best frames. They're kind of been reused. This one will work. And that's gonna do it. We'll get the lid on this, and you see, I'll show you all this right here. What these bees are doing right here, they're doing what you call fanning. So the deal is, the queen is in this box somewhere. I mean, I'm 95% certain she's in this box somewhere. What these bees are doing is they're fanning the scent from the hive to all of the other bees, so that the other bees will go into this box. They'll be able to smell the queen and come on back into this box here. Let's get a lid on this. Sorry, this is not the best camera work ever. Try to get these bees out of the way also. We don't want to crush any more than we can help. I'll get back in the box. I'll get back in. Of course, it's inevitable that you're going to smash a few, but you know, you want to minimize it as much as you can. Here we go. So there, ooh, look at that. That one got me. A little bit too aggressive with that one. Get that stinger out. Okay. All right, guys, so that's going to do it. And what we've got here is we will keep, man, this is some terrible camera work, I'm sorry. What we'll do is we'll keep this grass in here. Either the bees will remove this grass, or I will come back in the morning and remove it, but we want to leave it there at least overnight, so that the bees are basically forced to stay in there and kind of get used to the hive for a little while. If you look back here, this is a really good sign. This is a really great sign. These bees are trying to get into this box, which means in all likelihood there's the queen in there, and they're just trying to get to her. But if you can see here, these bees are trying to find a way into the box, and maybe they'll find a way. It looks like there's a crack right here they may or may not be able to get into. I may kind of offset this box so they can get in, because I've got high confidence that these bees are going to stay. They may not, but there's a good chance I think that they will. So anyway, that's really it. What we just need to do now is give these bees some time to get acclimated to this box. And what I'll do is I'll come back later today and give them a good shot of oxalic acid vapor, just to make sure that these bees are as mite free as possible. I think I will offset this just a hair. Ooh, too much. See how they deal with that. See them walking in there. Yeah, that's a really good sign. All right, well, that's gonna do it. I'll come back in the morning. I'll try to get some footage of coming back in the morning and checking on these bees. Like I said, I'll hit them with some oxalic acid vapor later today, and we'll just see how it goes. Thank y'all for watching. I'm going to close this up just a little bit, maybe just enough for bees to get through, and that's all. There we go. All right, we'll check back in the morning. All right, guys, so it is the next morning, and all day yesterday I came back a few times and checked these bees out, and what they've done here is they've kind of found themselves a hole in the grass here, and they have really made themselves an entrance and an exit right here. So it appears to me that they have acclimated themselves to this hive, and they're cool with it, and I believe that they will stick around. You can see that they have consumed a good bit of that sugar syrup that we left them, so that's a good thing. So I think we're in good shape here. I think we're in really good shape. I think they'll stick around. They're pretty little bees. Seem to be pretty healthy bees. I mean, in general, if they swarm, they're at least healthy enough to swarm. So, yeah, good deal. Good deal. This was a success. And it is supposed to rain today. So it's real cloudy. I hate to do this kind of stuff when it's cloudy like this because that actually looks like they're trying to remove this stuff. I hate to do this kind of stuff when the bees are, when it's real cloudy because they don't like this kind of weather and they tend to get kind of testy. I know y'all can't see me, but I don't have my suit on right now. Let's get all this junk out. This is gonna make them mad. There we go. I'm gonna back up. Back up and give them some space. But yeah, I think we've got a success here. All right, guys. Well, I will see y'all on the next one. Thank y'all for watching this one. And yeah, I'm glad I was able to share this with y'all. See y'all next time. Actually, real quick before we go here, I'm going to go ahead and put an entrance reducer here. This is what I use for entrance reducers. When I need one, I just find a stick, or that's actually a piece of a vine right there. And I use that because it's really just easier. But anyway, it is actually starting to rain right now, so I'm going to get out of here. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.